We're looking at one of my favorite videos. It's of the band the Wood Brothers, and the tune is called Alabaster. It's from a live session they did at Grimey's, I think, for Premier Guitar. And it's just a great song. I love the song. I love the tones they get out of the instruments, the songwriting, everything. It's just top-notch performance. So we're gonna try to transcribe most of the song, I hope. It's in G and C. That's pretty much the whole song. But we're gonna check out some of the keyboard licks, some of the guitar licks as well, and see what we can find out about his guitar playing. So, also, yeah, I'm trying some better audio for this lesson. I hope it works with this. I don't know what it's called, lavalier mic. I don't know. It's called mygga in Swedish. That translates to mosquito. But yeah, it isn't called a mosquito in English, of course. But yeah, trying some new things out here. So hopefully it goes well. But let me know in the comments. If you get something out of this video, I really hope you consider donating to my tip jar. I have the link information down in the description below. Now, it's time to check this great song out. So, as I said, it's G7 to C7. Those are the two chords, pretty much. They throw in B flat sometimes, but mostly it's just those chords. I think he plays a couple of different... he plays it up here sometimes, and a bit different fingering here and there. But actually I'm gonna go back to the beginning here and check out the keyboard lick, because that makes the whole song for me. So it's real kind of I guess you could call it stanky, no choice there. It goes from over the G chord, it goes from the 13 or the 6th down to the minor 3rd. When it's actually a dominant 7 with a major 3rd in it. That's a bluesy lick right there, just those two notes. And it plays to go to the C chord. Kind of a sus thing, sus4, sus2. Just to end up on the C chord. That's nice as well. That's he actually plays the chord is actually the C7 underneath, but he plays the F note, which is this sus note as well there. So that leg is like that. So because we're heading to G, so I'll name the notes according to the G chord, I guess. And it starts on the 7th degree of the scale, the 4th, 5th, then hammer on minor 3rd to major 3rd, and then ends up on the root. I think it plays kind of like that on keyboard, so that's pretty much like we did before with that sus thing, but you throw in the high G over the C chord there to lead it to the C. some G minor pentatonic there, I think.
Wheel of a yellow cab on the outskirts of Birmingham. He dreams of a traffic jam in Manhattan.
That guitar voicing that it plays is really cool, because the first is just, you know, a couple of notes from this shape of a G7. I think, I don't know how he plays it, but I guess he's got the thumb over there as well for the root. Then on the D and G string, it's the 3rd and 4th fret. And then when it changes to C, it's kind of out of this shape. I'm thinking of it as a C9, but it only plays those two notes, but with the G still on the bass. So it's a C7 with G in the bass, which is the 5th. So that whole comping shape that he does is, and keep the thumb and just move those 2 fingers down. It's real nice, because it changes chords, but it's such a small movement that it sounds really nice. It's a well thought out comping figure to me. That bass chord is kind of heavy. I don't know if it's just a straight power chord or if it's like with a major 3rd in there, maybe. On the B flat, sorry, it's on the B flat.
Go to city in a subway car. She feels just like a shooting star. Never thought she could get so far from her old man.
Yeah, I think Oliver just plays the root in that chord. 1st fret on the A string, B flat.
Last phone booth in New York City, ringing all day, calling somebody home. She doesn't answer, and she walks faster.
So I guess he kind of opens up the comping here for the chorus. Plays a bit of a fuller chord. Don't know how much of those low notes he's got in there. You can mostly just hear I think the four top notes. So that is still out of that G7 shape. And then C9 out of this shape. So it's still the same chords, just kind of moves it up. Instead of having it low like that, plays it higher.
She won't be going back to Alabaster. She won't be going back. She won't be going back to Alabaster.
Got some different keyboard licks here.
1,000 miles away, she still feels it. Scrape her skin and bruise on her spirit. Home is calling, she won't get near it.
In this part, he's further up on the neck, so I just think he plays a G7 in this shape here, around the 8th to 10th fret. Kind of a funky rhythm to C7 there. I think that's pretty much how he plays it, at least. Maybe but it doesn't sound like a 9 chord there. It sounds like a regular dominant 7. And there's, instead of having the 9 in there, like he does on the other parts, I think he just plays it like a regular dominant 7 chord.
Never again. Steps. Never again.
I think he does something like that. I can't really tell. Does that sound right to you? I think it's something along those lines at least.
And she won't get near it ever again. Steps on the shoes on her spirit. Home is calling, she won't get near it.
But it does change there. I don't know if it plays. I suppose it's something like that, because that is the rest of the G7 chord. If you move, I guess everybody's familiar with this. I've heard some people call it the Creedence dominant 7 chord, like, or whatever the Creedence Clearwater song is. But the rest of that shape is the high fifth in the chord is there, so you can also play it like that and just skip the root of the chord. So that's major third, 7th, root, 5th. I think it plays like that, kind of plucking, or picking, I don't know, is it called cross picking maybe? Or is that just a bluegrass thing? I don't know. And then retains most of that shape, or those 2 notes at least, and adds or moves down to go to the C7 chord, which actually that turns it into C9. That note is the same as that note, which makes that a C9 chord. So I think it plays like that. That's G7, C9. It's really, I don't know, really nifty. As I said before, well thought out guitar parts, because it's 2 chords. You gotta be sort of creative with how you play those 2 chords.
Again. Steps on the gas, tries to harness the anger. Last thing you do is try to.
Such a great groove in this song.
Stuck in time, he's a fly in the hammer. Never tries.
So for that part, it just moves down to the. Oh, for that part, he just moves down to these voicings. I think at least it's pretty much the same as that. I'm not really sure, but gotta check this little fill that he does.
Last phone booth for transcends.
It's strange to end up on that note. I think he plays that note by mistake. I guess. I mean, I even played it wrong there, but I guess he was aiming for the B flat maybe, but ended up on the E flat instead. But it's I mean, it's it's cool. It's stanky. Yeah, it's a cool song.
Last phone booth in New York City, ringing all day, calling somebody home. She doesn't answer. She was.
Also, those bass lines at the same time as you singing harmonies. That's really impressive. It's like something like that, singing. I don't know. I think he has a third up from Oliver's vocals, and such a killer bass tone as well. It's really filthy. I mean, everybody in the band is such great multi-instrumentalists, especially. Man, I'm blanking on the drummer's name. Is it Jano, maybe? Something like that. Such a killer dude. He plays drums and then, lets go of one of the drumsticks and plays keyboards awesomely. Very, very well played keyboard parts as always. Yeah, I love this band, as you can tell.
She won't be going back to Alabaster. Yeah, she won't be going back. Yeah, she won't be going back to Alabaster.
So the guitar solo comes here. He starts with something like that. Slides up to the that's the 5th and major third of a G7 chord. Ends up somewhere along the root position of the chord. Yeah. So goes up to that position again, then chromatically down, or I mean, does a couple of slides up to that, and then goes chromatically down, and it goes when they move to the C chord, plays around with these notes, which is part of a C7 chord. And then I think it just moves down the blues scale there. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. Yeah. So that ends up on the fifth of the C7 chord. Yeah, that's real nice. Something like that. It goes down to the major third of the C7 chord. This is where he really shows that he knows what chord they're on, basically, and it's so important to at least know that you're doing or. What am I trying to say? I guess what I'm trying to say is that sure you can just blow G minor blues scale over everything in the song, and that works fine. But when you hit the major third of the C7 chord, which is this E note, it really shows that there's the C7 chord. It's not so ambiguous, I guess, because if you're just blowing along G minor, it's you can be a terrific guitar player doing that. There's nothing wrong with it, but I think it's so cool to show exactly where the chord change happens. And that's the same thing as he did there in the intro, where he played, or not in the intro, but the first part of the solo. That's the same note. So anyways, rant over. That unison lick they play, real cool. And they play, what is it? Got a rewinder. Yeah. First that lick, that's awesome. So that is from the D note, open D string. That moves up the G Dorian scale if you're so inclined, or G Mixolydian, I should say, because it's G7. And then hammer on to the second fret of the A string, open A string, third fret E string. And then I think maybe it hits the low E, but then it goes up the neck, I know. Yeah, that's nice. That's real stanky as well. It's gonna be the word of this video, stanky. That's cool. That is the dominant 7 and root of the G chord. And you let both notes ring at the same time, so you get this major second clash, which if you play it at the same time like that, it sounds strange. But do it like that, and it sounds more like something Billy Gibbons would do, which he does. What is the song? Arrested for Driving While Blind. I think he does that in solo. Anyways. So that is the 8th and 10th fret on the B and G string, respectively. And then it's the minor third of the G on the... it's the 11th fret of the B string. Kind of bends that slightly. That's real nice. Another unison lick. Let's see here. I think it's something. Yeah, it's at least those notes. So that is out of a C7 chord there. Or I don't know. They're on the G chord, but moving towards C. So this is sort of ambiguous, I guess, because they include that note, which is the minor third of the G chord, which should be a major third, but they also include the F note, which is the 7th, which is fine, but it doesn't work as a C chord. So that is, yeah, it's tonally ambiguous to me, which is great. Something like that. Yeah. Just G minor pentatonic up there. What is that? Yeah, just fall down G minor.
Distance grows wider, the dark future's brighter and brighter. She's got a new heart beating inside her. She's her own master. She won't be going back. She's her own master. She won't be going back. She's her own master. Yeah. The last song moved to New York City, ringing all day, calling somebody home. She doesn't answer. She walks faster. Yeah.
That's nice.
Faster, yeah.
So that is pretty much the same as the beginning of the solo, but since they're on the C chord, he plays the B flat note instead. Because if we were to do exactly the same, that would imply more of the G chord. But they're on C7, so he plays. I think they're on the G chord, right?
She walks faster, yeah.
Yeah.
Last phone booth, New York City, won't be going back.
You know what I just saw? I have the exact same pick as Oliver here. That's cool. I tried to match the rig to sort of, you know, suit the music. So I got this old crappy Tasco guitar. Got the pig nose here, even though it's not plugged in. that would suit it better, maybe. But anyways, I'm coming off track there.
Calling somebody home. She doesn't answer. She walks faster. Going back. She won't be going back.
Yeah. That's just kind of taking that C two notes out of that C chord and just half bend it, and then move down G minor.
I'll be going back to Alabaster. Yeah, see, I'll be going back. I'll be going back to Alabaster.
That bass fill.
She won't be going back. She won't be going back to Alabaster.
What a cool song, right?
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, I love it. I don't know how many times I've seen this video, but I haven't really transcribed it before, so it was great fun for me to do that. Hope you got something out of it. Maybe you haven't heard this band before, or maybe you are very familiar with them and were interested in how to play this song. But thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.